friends! I'm here on Miss Tina's farm looking for signs of fall. Would you like to see what I found? Great, but first, why don't we start with a hello song? We're going to use some American Sign Language to sing our song today, and I'm going to teach you 2 signs for this song. The first is hello. Put your hand up against your forehead like you're doing a soldier salute, and then come out. This says hello. Great. The second sign is for friends. Get your 2 pointer fingers out, get them all warmed up and ready to give each other a hug, and we go like this for friends. There you go. Wonderful. Let's sing together. Hello, friends. Hello, friends. Hello, friends. It's time to say hello. Thank you for singing with me. Okay, let's see what I have found. So I wanted to talk to you about fall. Fall is a season between summer and winter where lots of exciting changes happen. Have you noticed some of these changes? Have you noticed that the sun is going to bed earlier and getting up later, or that it's getting a little cooler during the day? Those are some of the signs of fall. What are some other signs of fall? Let's see what I have here. What's this? That's right, this is an apple. Apples become ripe in the fall. They grow on trees, and they get nice and crunchy and sweet and juicy in the fall, and that's when we can go apple picking. What else do I have? Oh, here's my bag full of... What is this? Leaves. I have a bag full of leaves. But do you notice this leaf isn't green like you see in the summertime? This leaf is more like an orangey red. What else do I have? I have, this one looks orange. I think I've got a yellow one in here. Lots of different colors of leaves. The leaves change color in the fall, and eventually they drop off the trees and fall to the ground. Else, oh, here I have something. Can you see what these are? Let me hold them out to you because they're kind of tiny. These are acorns. Do you see how they have a little hat? I like the little hats on the acorns. I couldn't find very many yet, but I'm hoping to find more soon if the squirrels don't get them all. Let's see. I have a book that actually talks about some of the changes that we see in the fall. This is a fun book to read because it has flags that we can lift. This book is called Baby Loves Fall by Karen Katz. It's fall! What will baby see? What is in the basket? Can you see the basket? Let's see what's inside. Here are a soft, fluffy hat and scarf. Baby needs that fluffy hat and scarf to be able to stay warm outside. Where's baby going? There is something behind the shutters. What can it be? What do you think it is? A yummy apple pie. Yes. What do you see behind the rake? Do you see this rake? What's behind it? Let's see. Oh, look! Some crunchy acorns! Yay! Something is in the apple tree. What can it be? I wonder. What is it? Let me see. Oh, it's a squirrel! Squeak, squeak! What's behind the silly scarecrow? Do you see that silly scarecrow? What do you think's behind there? Oh, 3 giant orange pumpkins. Oh, those look fun. What's behind the barn? What do you think is hiding behind that barn? A huge pile of leaves to jump in. Look at all those leaves. Whee! So many fun things happen in the fall. Parents and grown-ups, fall is a great time to talk with your child about the changes that they see. Research has shown that talking is one of the great things that help kids become readers. So make sure you talk about everything you're seeing this fall. I have a little song I wanted to sing with you about fall. This goes to the tune of the Wheels on the Bus. So we're going to start with our leaves, and our leaves on the trees are going to turn orange and red. These are the hand signals for it. Are you ready? The leaves on the trees turn orange and red, orange and red, orange and red. The leaves on the trees turn orange and red all around the town. Now we're going to sing about apples. We're going to pretend to have an apple. When we're done, we're going to take a bite like this. Okay, ready? The apples on the trees are crunchy and sweet, crunchy and sweet, crunchy and sweet. The apples on the trees are crunchy and sweet all around the town. Now we're going to sing about the leaves coming down, and we're going to twirl down. The leaves on the trees come twirling down, twirling down, twirling down. The leaves on the trees come twirling down all around the town. Now we're going to talk about those acorns in the trees and how they plop when they fall, and we're going to slap our legs when we do it. Plop, plop, plop. Okay. The acorns falling down go plop, 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 plop. The acorns falling down go plop, 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 all around the town. Now we'll talk about the squirrels. The squirrels go squeak, squeak, squeak with their hands. Ready? The squirrels in the trees go squeak, 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 squeak. The squirrels in the trees go squeak, 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 all around the town. Now we'll sing about the leaves. When they're on the ground, they go swish, swish, swish. Ready? The leaves on the ground go swish, 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 swish. The leaves on the ground go swish, 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 all around the town. Thank you for singing that song with me. One of my favorite things about fall is changing leaves. And I love this book called Leaf Man because it has such creative and beautiful illustrations. This book was both written and illustrated by Lois Ellard, and she actually used photocopies of leaves to create the pictures in this book. Leaf Man used to live near me in a pile of leaves. Do you see how his eyes are acorns? But yesterday, the wind blew Leaf Man away. He left no travel plans. Do you see this squirrel made out of leaves? I love this squirrel. There's his tail. The last time I saw him, he was headed east, past the chickens. Do you see how the chickens look like? Or the leaves look like chickens? She drew pictures with those leaves. Toward the marsh, over the ducks and geese. A leaf man's got to go where the wind blows. He blew over the fields of pumpkins and winter squash. I like this one because it's got a little mouse right here. And flew over the turkey, past potatoes, carrots, and cabbages in rows. Then he blew out of sight. Is he drifting west, above the orchards? Do you see how she made the trees look like, or the leaves look like trees? Or over the prairie meadows? Look at that beautiful yellow prairie. And past the spotted cows. Well, A leaf man's got to go where the wind blows. Look at those cows. What does the cow say? Moo. Maybe Leaf Man's gliding on a lake breeze. Can you find the turtle in this picture? Or flying along the river. Look at those beautiful leaf fish. Following butterflies going south. Well, a leaf man's got to go where the wind blows. He might even be traveling north, above leaves that look like him. Or flying over mountains with a flock of birds. When Leaf Man looks down on earth, is he lonesome for a home? This I do know. Where a leaf man will land, only the wind knows. So listen for a rustle in the leaves. Maybe you'll find a leaf man waiting to go home with you. Do you see the two leaf men? There's one this way and this one right here, which might be a leaf lady. I don't know. Reading that book always makes me want to make a leaf man myself. I made some photocopies of some leaves. Do you think we can make a leaf man with these leaves? Let's see. There's a head. And here's a body. Let's see. And this could be his arms with hands. There's one hand. There's another one. And let's look at some legs. Ooh, how about feet? There's a foot. Here's another foot. And maybe give this leaf man some eyes. One. And there's another one. Oh, it's slipping down. Let's see. His eyes are going to be kind of weird. There we go. And there's a nose for our leaf man. Does that look like a leaf man to you? I think that's a pretty good leaf man. You can do things to keep your leaf man. You can cut him out of paper like this. You can take a picture of your leaf man. Or you can do something that I always loved doing when I was a little girl. This requires an iron and some wax paper. I'm going to show you how to make a leaf man in wax paper so you can save it. First thing you're going to do is get a piece of plain white paper and put it on your ironing board. And then a sheet of wax paper on top of that. The reason you have the white paper is to keep it from melting, your wax paper from melting all over your iron and your ironing board. Then you will take some leaves and make your leaf creation, whatever you're going to make, if it's a man or a dog or whatever. And then you're going to take another sheet of wax paper, put it on top of that, and make a sandwich. You're going to put a piece of white paper on top of that. Then you're going to get a grown-up to help you, and they're going to turn the iron on so it gets good and hot, but without steam, and then they will iron on top of the white paper until the wax underneath starts to melt. Then when you take it off, you will have a leaf man. And this is kind of a fun thing to hang in your window because the light shines through it and it looks really nice. Well, I see my friend Tina. Miss Tina is coming. So let's stop and have Miss Tina teach you some fun songs and books.
Hi there. Are you ready for some more songs and a story about how there are changes in the fall? Before we start, I have a question I want to ask you. Do you know what the word observe means? Observe means You are using your 5 senses, seeing, smelling, tasting, hearing, and touching, to gain information about something. And we use our 5 senses to learn about changes in the fall season. So we're going to go ahead and start with our first song, and I'd like for you to join me singing that song. But first, I want to know if you can count to 10. Are you ready? Can you use your fingers, the sense of touch, and we will count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yes, wiggle those fingers. Are you ready for 1 little, 2 little, 3 little leaves? Please join me. 1 little, 2 little, 3 little leaves, 4 little, 5 little, 6 little leaves, 7 little, 8 little, 9 little leaves, 10 little leaves fall down. 1 little, 2 little, 3 little leaves, 4 little, 5 little, 6 little leaves, 7 little, 8 little, 9 little leaves, 10 little leaves fall down. Nicely done. Now, did you know that in your neighborhood or a park or in the nearest woods, there are all kinds of trees, and those trees have leaves on them? Today, we are going to meet the oak family, and I'd like for you to listen and also sing along, if you can remember the tune with me, about Where is Oak Man? Are you ready? Where is Pin Oak? Where is Pin Oak? Here I am, here I am. How are you today, sir? Very well, I thank you. Falling down, falling down. Where is White Oak? Where is White Oak? Here I am, here I am. How are you today, sir? Very well, I thank you. Falling down, falling down. Where is Swamp Chestnut Oak? Where is Swamp Chestnut Oak? Here I am, here I am. How are you today, sir? Very well, I thank you. Falling down, falling down. Where's the Oak family? Where's the Oak family? Here we are, here we are. How are you today, sir? Very well, I thank you. Falling down, falling down. Thank you for listening to my song. It's so exciting. Now, I have a friend who's a bear, and he is looking around, making observations, using his senses of seeing, smelling, tasting, listening, and touching to find out about the changes of the fall. So I'd like to share the book with you, Leaves by David Iser Stein. It was his first year. Everything was going well. Until the first leaf fell. Are you okay? He wondered. Then one red one fell and a yellow one fell all over his island. The leaves were falling. What senses is he using right now? He tried to catch them and put them back on, but it wasn't the same. He sat beneath the tree and watched them go all around, but he grew sleepy. So he found a hole and filled it with leaves. and went to sleep just as the wind began to blow. Winter came. He slept snug in the ground while the snow piled thick. In the spring, with wide eyes, he woke. He felt the sun and saw the little buds on the bare arms of the tree. And the tiny leaves that began to unfold. "Welcome," he said. And he thought the leaves welcomed him. Now, I hope you enjoyed that story. And did you notice that he was using his senses to learn about the changes of fall and winter and spring? He made observations just like we do. Now, would you please join me in singing a song about leaves that are falling on the ground, just like the ones in this story? Are you ready? Leaves are falling on the ground, on the ground. Days are getting shorter, nights are getting longer. Fall is here, fall is here. Leaves are falling on the ground, on the ground. Days are getting shorter, nights are getting longer. Fall is here, fall is here. Thank you for singing along with me. I want you to look over here. What do you see right here? What is this? This is a pumpkin. Do you know that pumpkins are used for decorations and food? Yes, they are, and you can eat all kinds of things from pumpkins. I need to ask you this. What do you do with a pumpkin at your house? I want you to raise your hand if you like pumpkin seeds. Raise your hand if you like pumpkin bread. I love pumpkin bread. Raise your hand if you like pumpkin pie without whipped cream. Nope, not me. Raise your hand if you like pumpkin pie with whipped cream. Oh, that's me. Yes, pumpkins are another observation that you can see in the fall. They turn orange. And here are the vines of their leaves, and they grow from here, and they turn into these beautiful decorations or food, whichever we prefer. So now I'm going to ask that you join me in our last song about a pumpkin. Can you make your arms round? Can you make your arms tall? Can you make your arms like their hands like they're bumpy? And can you go like this and squash that pumpkin? There you go. Here's our song. Please join me. Have you ever seen a pumpkin, a pumpkin, a pumpkin? Have you ever seen a pumpkin that grows on a vine? A round one, a tall one, a bumpy one, a squashed one. Have you ever seen a pumpkin that grows on a vine? Have you ever seen a pumpkin, a pumpkin, a pumpkin? Have you ever seen a pumpkin that grows on a vine? A round one, a tall one, a bumpy one, a squashed one. Have you ever seen a pumpkin that grows on a vine? Thank you so much for listening and singing our songs and listening to our story. And I want to thank you for joining our story time. And I want you to walk around your neighborhood or your park or some woods close by, and you make some observations about changes in the fall. Now we are going to sing our goodbye song. And let me show you the sign language that we are going to use. The first one is goodbye, time, say, and our last one is friends, because we're friends. Are you ready? Friends. Good job. Here we go. Goodbye, friends. Goodbye, friends. Goodbye, friends. It's time to say goodbye. Goodbye, friends. Goodbye, friends. Goodbye, friends. It's time to say goodbye.